Okay, this is the tutorial on how to take a normal photograph taken with like an 1855 lens that most people have and try and give it a slightly more expensive lens look by giving it an image that looks like you've taken a like f1.8 with a shallow depth of field. So it's a photograph of Adam here. Thanks for the photo of Adam. And we're going to start off by selecting just Adam himself. So you need the magic wand tool, the quick selection tool. My brain actually gets into gear, and this will automatically guess which bits you want. Just click, hold, move the mouse around, and it will guess. Doing a reasonably good job there. Okay. And then remembering that you have up here, you've always, whenever you use a selection tool, you've always got make a selection, add to selection, and take away. And then, for example, if I then just select the lasso tool, the one just above, just there, that's a freehand selection tool. And then if I go to take away from selection, the third box up there, we just zoom in so that's definitely clear. So again, you've got add, sorry, make selection, add, take away, just ignore the last one for now. And then if I just go to take away bits that I don't want. Okay, like this. Okay, once you've got that, obviously I'm rushing for the video. If you then go to select at the top and refine edge, you need to do this because if you don't, you end up with a very yes-no line of pixels around the outside and it looks very, very false. So you'll need to adjust this by playing around with the, I'll zoom in again, contract or expand. You'll see the selection gets bigger or smaller. Quite often with a selection like that you want to contract it slightly. You'll feather it. The feather it just makes the edges softer. Let's not go crazy. Okay, and smooth just sorts out any dodgy edges. It depends on how many pixels your camera's got and stuff like that, and how good your selection is as to what this is. There's no like magic answer. I'm just going to cancel that because once you've got your selection like that, you would then make it a new layer by pressing Command and J. I, however, am going to cheat because I've already done this, and there it is. Hello. It's not a brilliant one, I admit. Once you've got that layer set at the top, you're then going to go back to your background layer down here. Just ignore my middle layer. Again, I've cheated and jumped ahead to make my life easier for the video. You're then going to duplicate this layer, then liquefy it. Okay, so to liquefy is Command, Shift and X, or it's under Filter and then Liquefy. And all you're going to do here is move them in with the warp tool, which is the one right at the top, easiest one to remember, right up there, little finger that pushes down it. Okay, and then move him away from the edge, because if you don't, when you blur it, which is the next part of the thing, you get a halo around the outside. Again, I've jumped ahead of here and I've done this. Look at that, amazing. So I would now have my middle layer, which is squashed, and your top layer, which is normal, and then the middle layer, which is the squashed one, you just blur it to try and give you that shallow depth of field. So that would be filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur. Always a favourite of the blurs. And then it's up to you to regulate how much you want that shallow depth of field. And that's, for a quick thrown together, that's not too bad. And you get the idea of what we're looking for. So just to demonstrate before and after, not too bad. Marvellous.